Hey guys, Shaun Critzer here with another edition of Freedom with Shaun. I am talking about the fastest way for you to make money online using affiliate marketing. Now, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I'm first going to invite you to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for content notification when I come out with videos just like this. And if you like what you hear, feel free to hit that like button as well. If you haven't yet heard of affiliate marketing, I did put out a video, but just as a review, what affiliate marketing is essentially you being the intermediary or a middleman and selling other people's products. So this is great for someone who does not yet have their own business or their own product or a retail brick and mortar store and would like to yet start making a commission. And there are a ton of various affiliate programs out there. And we can save that for another video, but I want to briefly talk to you simply about the process of how this works and how you can get started today with zero knowledge, zero money to invest in it. A lot of them you can get started for free, and others do cost a little bit more upfront because they yield a higher return on your investment. And as with anything in life, anything worth having is worth working hard for, and sometimes investing a little money in yourself as well to get. So without further ado, let's jump right into that and start talking about the fastest way to make money online through affiliate marketing. Now, the number one thing that we're going to talk about first is your product. First and foremost, you never want to steer someone towards a product in which you don't know or you yourself haven't tried out, you have no knowledge about it. So you need to have first and foremost bought and enjoy and truly love the product in which you're promoting. Otherwise, your customer is going to see right through that, and it's just no point in it. A consumer can smell BS from a mile away. Let's just be very honest about that. Those of us who are consumers, we don't want to deal with the used car salesman who's selling us a piece of crap that has no value or benefit to us whatsoever. And so you need to be true to your word. You need to have integrity when you're getting into these things, and recognizing that the products in which you're selling, you need to have something in which offers actual value. That the basic idea of a product, there's essentially three different things product wise in which you can sell. You can have a physical product, you can have a digital product, or you can have a product in which is something like coaching, consulting, or mentoring. So those are the three basic ideas. They kind of evolve from there, and you can get into group coaching, which some people call masterminds and things of that nature. But your product does have to have something of content and value in which does have a perceived value to the customer and is actually beneficial to them in their life, and they feel that in some capacity. So that's my biggest advice on product. It has to be something that you yourself enjoy, something that you have experienced and have created value that you can then share with a customer as well. The next thing is absolutely huge, and this is platforms. Number two is platforms. With the digital era in which we live in, and I've talked about this numerous numbers of times, there has never been a greater opportunity for us in this digital era to capitalize on the internet and making money online. Since the advent of social media, this has made our spectrum or our audience retention just explode. And so, whereas, back in the days pre-internet, if you're a small town, small family business, your audience or your customers are just within your small town. But now with the advent of the internet as well as social media, when you put out, say, a Facebook ad, they'll immediately tell you how many thousands, if not millions of people that you will be reaching, how many impressions you'll be able to get, etc. So let's talk for a moment about platforms. Now, when it comes to platforms and content creation in which you are going to pitch your offer, let's break this down a little bit. So if this is you right here in the middle, every day or every couple of days, you need to be blasting to your platforms various value, various content information, and sending them back to your initial offer. So that can look like a couple of different ways, but the thing that you have to keep in mind is that, once again, you need to know where your strengths and where your weaknesses lie. You might be saying to me, Shaun, I'm an introvert. I don't like to get on camera. I'm not going to be able to get up and have a YouTube channel. Fine. That might not be your thing. So you can cross that right off the list. But this is a sectional, like, little thing that I put together, in which are the main platforms or areas of your expertise in which you need to be focusing on individually, and then putting out content to each of these. So the first one is an email, in which you'll be getting a list through lead capture, and we'll talk about funneling and capture pages and all of that more on. But so that is one way in which you can send out content to your audience. It's an email. The next thing is a blog. Once you start learning more about your product, you can share it, you can review it, you can blog it, and then start sharing content about the ways in which these products will value you in your particular life. Then you want to do an ebook. You want to have an ebook that makes you present yourself as an authority. You want to stop constantly being the consumer and get out of that shiny object syndrome. You need to realize that you have value. And even if you're only 30 days into affiliate marketing, you still have more experience than the guy who doesn't know what affiliate marketing is. And so therefore, you need to start working on documenting and sharing your experience. And the cheapest and most effective way to do that is to create an ebook, which essentially outlines your process, or the way in which you have been creating success and generating income through an ebook. Leading on to that, the next thing you want to do is to offer training. You want to offer to the individual who is coming in behind you free training. You wish to offer consultation. You can get to the point eventually in which you will be getting paid for your services, but you need to essentially start networking, and you need to grow your audience by producing trust, by giving free value and content to your audience and to your group. I'm going to jump to the next one and then speak therefore on Facebook group and Facebook page. So, when you put a blast out on your individual Facebook page that you've got your family, your friends, etc. on, this isn't a pyramid scheme. This isn't like you don't need to go sign up everybody that possibly that gets really annoying for a lot of people, and you don't want to start losing relationships and friendships over becoming the guy who at the party is just like, hey man, you want to buy my product? Don't be that guy. Nobody likes that guy, seriously. So really what you want to do is have more of a laser focus and putting in keywords in your various, learning which search engine optimization is, and all of these types of things, in which you basically are getting a laser focus and selling to the people. As my mentor puts it, his analogy was, do you want to be, if you're on the beach, right, and you get in the ocean, but you don't know how to swim, and everybody who's getting into the ocean doesn't know how to swim, and you're the only one with a life preserver, the people on the beach are not the people that you're necessarily going to want to cater to. You want to cater to the individuals who are already in the thick of it, who are sinking in essence. You wish to throw them a life preserver. The people on the beach are doing just fine. They're not drowning in the sand. But the people who are already in your market, who are in your niche, who are interested in getting in the water with you, those are the individuals in which you are catering to, and you can create a Facebook group which would specifically show and outline these various things on product. Now, traffic can come again through lead capture. On when you have an offer, you need to have a funnel in which will capture, that will allow in a 2 or 3 step process, people will fill out their information, give you their email address and information, and if you then direct them to your offer, and if they wish to opt in, then you will make a commission, and that's traffic. The next video that I'm going to do is actually specifically the 5 different types of ways, so I'm not going to get too much into that right now, but there are essentially 5 basic ways in which we generate lead capture and marketing and driving traffic. After training, you then can offer coaching eventually, and I tell you guys, that is a big one, because people are willing to pay big dollars for mentorship. You know, I have paid upwards of $5,000 and $10,000 for consultations, for mentorship, and if it is, going to get you a return on investment, why would you not pay $5,000 to make 20? It's a no-brainer. That is you're gonna make your money 4 times over in that application. I say 20,000. Yeah, you understand what I mean. You need to analyze and see what value you are going to get for your coaching, and then likewise, what are you worth? And you need to really know that you're worth a lot, and then present that based on the content and value in which you provide. We've talked about YouTube channel. That's what we're on right now. A lot of people don't like to get up. They're introverts. They don't like speaking, but it is a huge platform in which you can reach millions and millions of people who are specifically interested in your niche or genre. And so you need to definitely think about creating a YouTube channel, because that is a wonderful way that I have been able to drive a lot of traffic for free. So number 3 is essentially utilize systems. And this is exactly what we have been talking about with regard to here. If you think about this kind of spider web type of effect right here, you want all of these things to work together in unison. And so every time that you put out new content or create something or share value, that's going every single direction right there. And so that is where systems work at play. And for instance, the first couple of systems that I integrated were my ClickFunnels account and my Aweber account, in which I'll also provide links below in the description. If you do not yet have those, you will need them. And a ClickFunnels account is very simply a way of capturing leads and driving traffic to your offer. Once a potential client fills out their information, then you have another system right behind that, which is called an autoresponder, which will then follow up and then pitch that individual your offer and provide them more information and content and value in which they are seeking from you. So that is a huge benefit. And the way that systems are created these days, it not only automates the process, but it really minimizes the amount of hours and actual manpower in which you need to use to create the entire process, from start to sales to conversion to commission and money in your bank. So that process has been expedited exponentially by the creation of various systems that are integrated and working together to create monetization for these different programs that are offered to us. Number 4 is huge: driving traffic and leads again to the offer. And this is something in which is not just a one-time deal, guys, because so frequently, it's very rare in which an individual, and I am actually a product of this, I literally sat on these opportunity programs and looked at it with skepticism for 6 months. So I wasted 6 months of just sitting around and just being a consumer and not a producer, who was not making a damn dollar off of anything, by just sitting around and watching everybody else get wealthy and create more freedom in their life, and to create time freedom that I could be spending more time with my family. That's a huge one for me. And so that is a big one. And to say that you need to continue in a cyclical pattern to create, generate, and redirect the traffic to your offer, because they are either going to take your offer or they're going to leave, and either way is fine. This is America, and we have the right to choose, and so when we offer something to someone that is of value, you would think that they would take it, but oftentimes, I mean, that's just not the case, and that's okay as well. But you got to keep the push going, and you need to keep creating content that's of value and generating and pushing those new leads and funnel them back right into your offer. The number 5 on the list, and this is the most important on the list, is growing a list and keep producing new content. Now, how do we grow a list? That goes back to the platforms, for one thing. There's also a lot of different ways in which we can grow an email list. We do that by lead capture. We do that by sales funnels. And then we can also do it by paid traffic. You can do a lot of various paid platforms, which we'll discuss more in another video, in which you can do like pay per click. So anytime that someone clicks on specifically looking for a business opportunity such as you are offering, oftentimes you can get paid traffic for anywhere from like $1 a click to upwards of $4 per click. So that's just something to keep in mind with regards to what that is worth for you, because sometimes $1 can literally turn into $1,000, and so that's a heck of a return on investment. So this has been a very basic overview of the process of making money online in the fastest way possible. And so I invite you to click the link below if you are interested in taking a look at this particular product and for more information on that. And again, thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed what you heard, hit that subscribe and like button, as well as the bell notification when I come out with more information just like this. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. Take care.